Liverpool's summer transfer window could be about to take another dramatic twist, and this one has the potential to send shockwaves across the Premier League. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Cody Gakpo has long been viewed as a key part of Liverpool's attack, but fresh reports now suggest the Dutch international is open to joining Tottenham, with the North London club stepping up their pursuit in a deal that could quickly gather momentum. For weeks, Liverpool's public stance has been that Gakpo is not for sale. However, as the transfer window develops and the Reds continue their pursuit of PSG duo Bradley Barcola and Ibrahim Mbaye, that position may no longer be as firm as it once seemed. Journalist David Lynch has revealed that while Liverpool are not actively looking to offload Gakpo, the winger is far from untouchable. According to Lynch, the club would be willing to listen to offers in the region of 60 to 70 million pounds, particularly if it helps finance further attacking reinforcements. That immediately changes the complexion of Tottenham's interest. Roberto De Zerbi is determined to add another marquee attacking signing this summer, and Gakpo has emerged as one of Spurs' priority targets. More significantly, reports now suggest the Liverpool star himself is receptive to the move, with Tottenham pushing hard behind the scenes to make a deal happen. The interest isn't just coming from England either. Highly respected Dutch journalist Rick Elfrink has also confirmed that Gakpo was open to joining Tottenham earlier this summer, although Liverpool have so far refused to cooperate. His update suggests negotiations are far from over, ending simply with "to be continued," a strong indication that this transfer saga still has plenty of life left in it. Liverpool's own transfer business could ultimately decide everything. The Reds remain heavily involved in negotiations for Bradley Barcola, while they are also working on a deal for highly rated PSG youngster Ibrahim Mbaye. New manager Andoni Iraola reportedly wants 5 senior wide options available this season, meaning Liverpool are unlikely to approve Gakpo's departure until replacements are secured. That gives Liverpool plenty of leverage. Having only signed Gakpo to a new 5-year contract last summer, the Reds are under no pressure to sell. If Tottenham are serious about landing the 27-year-old, they'll almost certainly have to meet Liverpool's valuation, which could exceed £60 million. There's another important factor to consider as well. Iraola has barely had the opportunity to assess Gakpo since arriving at Anfield. The Dutch forward only recently returned to training after being granted extended leave following the heartbreaking miscarriage suffered by his partner after the World Cup. Before any final decision is made, the Liverpool boss may want to evaluate exactly where Gakpo fits into his plans. Even so, Tottenham's determination appears genuine. And with Gakpo reportedly willing to consider the switch, this is no longer just another rumour. Right now, Liverpool still hold all the cards. They don't need to sell. Gakpo is under a long-term contract, and any departure is likely to depend on Barcola or Mbaye arriving first. However, the fact that multiple reliable sources now believe the player is open to joining Tottenham makes this one of the most credible transfer stories involving Liverpool this summer. If Spurs return with an offer in Liverpool's £60 to £70 million valuation and the Reds secure their attacking targets, this is a deal that could accelerate very quickly over the coming days. In other news, Liverpool's search for defensive reinforcements has taken another fascinating twist. And this latest update could throw one of the Premier League's most reliable defenders firmly into the spotlight. While Arsenal have long been considered the front runners, Liverpool have now been dragged into the conversation over a potential move for Aston Villa star Ezri Konsa. But with Villa standing firm on their valuation, could this become one of the biggest transfer sagas of the summer? Liverpool's need for defensive depth has been well documented. The Reds are believed to be targeting a versatile defender who can comfortably operate at both centre-back and right-back, a profile that perfectly matches Konsa's skill set. Arsenal are also in the market for a defender following concerns surrounding William Saliba's back injury, making this a potential battle between two Premier League giants. According to The Guardian's Ed Aarons, Arsenal could now face competition from Liverpool in the race for Konsa. However, there's one major stumbling block. Aston Villa are demanding a hefty £60 million for the England international, a valuation that has already caused Arsenal to hesitate. Liverpool are expected to feel exactly the same. At 28 years old and with a contract running until 2028, £60 million represents a huge investment, particularly for a player who would become one of the club's most expensive signings ever. While Konsa undoubtedly offers quality, experience and Premier League pedigree, Liverpool have shown in recent windows that they are increasingly focused on younger players with greater long-term potential. The signing of Jeremy Jurgen earlier this year is a perfect example of that strategy. Liverpool invested in youth and potential rather than proven experience, suggesting the club will be extremely reluctant to meet Villa's asking price unless it drops considerably. That said, there is certainly a footballing case to be made. Konsa would bring immediate quality and versatility to Arne Slot's squad. He could provide cover for Virgil van Dijk in central defence, while also offering a dependable option at right back when required. With Joe Gomez continuing to struggle with injuries, having a player capable of seamlessly filling multiple defensive roles would be a significant boost throughout a long season. Perhaps most importantly, Konsa wouldn't require any adaptation period. He's already proven himself in the Premier League and has developed into one of Aston Villa's most consistent performers over recent seasons. Journalist David Lynch has previously reported that if Liverpool do pursue another defender before the transfer window closes, the club will prioritise exactly this type of hybrid defender. That naturally makes Konsa a very logical candidate, even if there is no indication that formal negotiations have begun. The expectation is that if Liverpool do move for a defender, it would likely come later in the transfer window as the club continues to assess the market. But unless Aston Villa soften their £60 million stance, it's difficult to see Liverpool matching that valuation. For now, this feels like a situation worth watching rather than one nearing completion. Liverpool's interest appears genuine enough to be mentioned alongside Arsenal's, but whether that develops into a serious pursuit may depend entirely on Villa's willingness to lower their demands. If the price drops, Ezri Konsa could quickly become one of the most intriguing defensive names to watch before the window slams shut.